Hey, fire sign. What's going on? This is a reading for you for December 12th. This is about the full moon in Gemini. There are going to be some very, very sudden revelations, endings. It is going to shine a light on things, this full moon, that you may have wanted to keep quiet or keep under wraps, even from yourself. So just know, a strong square to Neptune, which is basically things you've been very dreamy about. You're going to see the reality of them. Okay. So let's see what's going on here for you. Fire sign Aries, Leo, Sag, December 12th. Daily read, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If this isn't your message, then you'll know it because it'll confuse you and you'll be mad about it. No, you won't be mad about it. So let's see what's going on for you. Feel free to swap around the characters. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And I could be talking to a cross-watcher. PS. Just keep that in mind, okay? All right. Never-ending story. A pattern. A leg up. Soulmates. So something that's coming to light right now is giving you help to move toward a true soulmate. It may not feel like that when this is going down, okay? It may feel like, oh, wow, this is not that good. I feel like you're going to see your own patterns. Someone's going to shine a light on your own patterns and call you out on some things, okay? But it's going to show you what has needed to be seen by you that has been covered up or has been shined on or has just been like, oh, well, that's just who I am. No, that's not who you are. It's a coping mechanism, or it's a thing that isn't helpful in terms of love. And you've been just acting or thinking like, well, this is just me. It's really not. It's something that you can move out of and should. This person's here to show you the path to move out of that unhelpful pattern that you might have toward a soulmate. So no guarantees that the person who shows you the path is the person you're going toward. Just saying. Empress underneath. Venus. Queen of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Getting really clear about something. Doing the hard work of something. Really being patient. Could be dealing with a Virgo here. Okay? I feel like the Virgo... If you've been patient, I feel like the Virgo is finally going to speak out, finally going to communicate, want to take a leap of faith with you. Yeah. Two things. If you've been waiting on this Virgo to take a leap of faith, I feel like they want to be free. Some of them want to be free and want to move on. But they're going to reach out to you. All right, this Virgo is going to reach out to you and talk about the direction they want to go and that they want to put down a burden that has been, you guys have been stuck in something for a long time here. Okay, and you're the Queen of Swords. I don't feel like you're very, this is not a lovey-dovey conversation, okay? This is a conversation that says, you know what? I've done my work. I've done my time. I've been patient and everything like that. This person's been silent. All of a sudden they come forward and they speak to you about the new direction in their life. I feel like there is something of a burden here that needs to be let go of. Ten of Pentacles, tens. 10 of Swords. Wow. 6 of Wands. 4 of Wands. This person, you might need to let go of this person in order to move toward relationship. This person has been cock blocking you from actual relationship, okay? This person, their silence, you might have felt like you were being ignored. They're very wrapped up in themselves, okay? They may not have had any idea, but you have been waiting for them to communicate with you, okay? And the communication is likely to be an ending. I'm sorry, guys. Today's readings are a lot about endings. You got let's see, what is the communication about? Ace of Cups, new beginnings, Wheel, moving forward, Sun. Okay, this person wants to move forward into a new relationship with you. Wow. So for some of you, we're putting down the burden of an old paradigm of relationship, that it's going to be 10 of Pentacles. It's going to be it will be a committed relationship. This is a committed relationship. It's going to look very different than how you had expected it. Your paradigm, this is a paradigm shifting moment. So this person comes forward. It's almost like they make a new offer of love. They make a new offer of togetherness. You might have waited so long for this person that you may not be interested in that. But they are moving on a new path now. Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Sun. So a Fool. They want that in their life. They want newness. Ace of Cups, Fool, Sun, Wheel. Moving toward passion, moving toward joy, moving toward happiness. So fire sign, if you're dealing with a Virgo who has been silent with you, I feel like they're going to come out and we're going to talk a lot about things, and it's going to be like, this is not going to look like you thought it was going to look. That's what I'm getting here. Like this Virgo, they do want to offer you something. But it's overcoming an old paradigm about traditional relationship. I've been getting this message a lot. It's almost like the old belief systems that say marriage and family are, happily ever after. And I feel like if you look at the evidence of how people experience marriage, most people do not experience marriage in that happily ever after sense. Okay? That's just a fact. All right? More than 50% of the people get divorced. It's generally unhappy. Ask your friends. Don't believe me. Ask your friends. Hey, how, when you were married, I know you got divorced. So, what was that like? Did that make you happy? What was it about? What about it wasn't happy for you? Ask yourself. I feel like this person is going to feel like they have the keys to the reality of why marriage hasn't been happy for them, and they might propose a new kind of experience. I don't know what that is. And no, I am not suggesting polygamy. No, I am not suggesting polyamorous. No, it's not about, stop trying to put boxes around things. That's what this is about. Stop trying to put boxes around what it's supposed to look like, or what's, I see commitment here. I feel like you guys are creating a new paradigm for yourself. And who cares what anybody else thinks, as long as it works for the two of you and your children or whatever. As long as it works for the people involved in it, what do we care? What is it any of our business? Okay? So this old pattern of how it can look the same. It can be like, yes, we're getting married, and yes, we're having a house and dogs and kids and cars, but there's something fundamentally different about this paradigm. It's like you look at everything that made you unhappy about how you were in relationship before, and that's all going to go. All right? What were you doing in those old relationships? Were you a people pleaser? Were you were you dealing with narcissistic partners? Were you forgetting about the relationship after you get married and you just do your own thing and it just falls apart ultimately because no one's caring for the third thing? When we talk about third party, the marriage is a third party. The marriage is a third thing. There's you and there's them and then there's you together, the two of you together. What does this now look like? What is this going to be that is going to fundamentally shift from unhappiness, from burdens, from betrayal into something that is more happy and joyful? What does that look like? What does that look like? This is the question of this situation. You guys may need help in creating something because you're like, okay, I only know there's single, there's we get married and or live together in a committed way, or we're divorced, or we're dead. I only know these four paradigms. The universe is pushing you to get out of your little boxes. Get out of these boxes. All right? And get into the happiness and joy of what does this relationship bring to you that you want to expand on. What is it going to look like? So you're going to have a conversation with this person within 8 days, right? This full moon in Gemini, Gemini's communication, okay, is going to bring all of this stuff out, all of these things out into the light. You know what? Here's what I don't want to do. I don't want to live with anybody. I want to have my own space and have my own time and do my own thing. And I want to create a space where we have some space together, and then you can have your own space. When I was married, we did that with money. We had my money and his money, and then we had our money. And that really worked. Okay? He had no say over what I did with my money. I had no say over what he did with his money. But there was money, and we were dedicated to creating a life together with this money that was our money. Okay? And that's a very simplistic example, but it's not what everybody does. May not be the norm. Okay? It may not be the norm to have separate houses. It may not be the norm to spend weekends together during the week. We're on our own, doing our own thing. You know, there's something fundamentally different about where you're going in relationship. And this person is here on this path to really shine a light on that. Okay? So let's see where we go with this. True feelings, true intentions of this person, advice, blocks that need to be overcome, where you're going. Let's do all that. The link is below, fire sign. I'll see you over there.